A typical week of Eastern Cincinnati Young Life. On Monday, around 6 p.m., Milford leaders head toward the Johnsons' house, where they will have campaigners at 6:30. Campaigners is a weekly Bible study for kids who want to learn more or grow in their faith. At this same time, Sycamore Campaigners is taking place at the Reardons. At 7 p.m., Young Life College leaders met with some UC students to carve pumpkins. At 8 o'clock back in Sycamore, Young Life there is starting their club meeting at the Franklin's house. Club is organized chaos, an hour of songs, laughter, and fun that ends with a leader giving a short talk on Jesus Christ and why they believe his life still matters for teenagers today. Milford Young Life has their club at the same time. Here they are running the classic speed identification skit.
What you're going to do is you're going to name the object first and then you're going to whack it as hard as you can. Okay? Talk about
On Tuesday, King's Young Life met at 6 p.m. for campaigners at the Jelinek's house. At 7 p.m. at Montgomery Community Church, Capernaum met for their weekly campaigners. Capernaum is our Young Life for students with special needs. At 8 p.m. back in King's, high school kids poured down the stairs at the start of club at the Delahanty's house, and somehow they all fit into one basement. At the same time, Young Life College met for campaigners on UC's campus at TUC. Also at the same time, Marymount Young Life had their weekly club meeting at the Crabtree's house. On Wednesday, the Mason team leaders met at 4:45 for their weekly team meeting before heading over to the Moretta's house for campaigners at 6. At 7:30, Loveland Young Life has just started dipping their toes in the water of starting weekly club. Also at 7:30, Mason High School students are flooding into the Brazzi's basement for their Young Life Club, and they have something they want to say to you.
Hello, people at the Young Life Banquet. Here are some of my friends at Mason Young Life Club.
Each week after Mason's Club, they head over to McDonald's on Mason Montgomery Road. Thursday started early with Sycamore Wildlife campaigners meeting at 7 a.m. in a junior high classroom before school. I was told that this clip is of them looking up Bible verses on their phones, but with middle schoolers, it's hard to tell. On Thursday afternoon, some Mason leaders went to a soccer game. Young Life calls things like this contact work, which simply means leaders going into the students' world and meeting them where they are. On Friday, from 5:30 to 7 p.m., all the Young Life leaders met at Kenwood Baptist Church for their weekly leadership meeting. A few leaders had to leave early, though, because every other Friday at 7 p.m., Sycamore Wildlife has their wildlife club in the backyard of the Aniples house. For the rest of us, we grabbed some dinner and then headed out for more contact work, which in the fall usually means football games. That Saturday, more leaders found time to do contact work. A few went to a cross-country meet to cheer on and give some encouragement to some of the high school runners that they know. Meanwhile, across town, a few other leaders went to an away JV football game with hopes they could hang out with some kids they knew while cheering for a few of their friends on the team. That night at 6 p.m. at Hope Church, our monthly Capernaum Club took place. Every student with special needs was matched up with a volunteer helper we called a buddy. These pairs experienced the night's event together. Everyone ate dinner together before heading down the hall for Young Life Club. On Sunday, Madeira Young Life held their campaigners at 6:30 p.m. in the Dobson's basement. After campaigners, the leaders and campaigner kids picked up their friends and brought them to the Shays house at 8 p.m. for Madeira's weekly Young Life Club. That next day was Monday, and another typical week of Eastern Cincinnati Young Life started again.